Welcome to a DropTent media production.
Suck our dicks, we're ready?
We are rolling, peoples.
Suck our dicks. We're back.
Hey, yeah, baby.
You guys didn't even know we were going. Well, you did. Peggy's putting on her lipstick right now and ruining everything.
Shut your mouth while you're talking to me.
You said like you're talking to me? Shut your mouth like you're talking to me.
That's funnier. No, that's from a movie. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Cheers. I brought us some beers.
You want
Christmas
a Coors?
beers. I gave them
got
one.
You
Do you want a koozie?
Ooh, of course I'd take a koozie.
Barely
Which
have
koozie
any
you
of
want?
these fuckers.
Yeah, any of
Whichever
the
one.
YouTubers. We got some koozies for sale.
Let me switch camera and get in on that.
My mom and
It cut right over to you right when that was happening. You're like,
what are we doing?
Okay, what you call you?
oh my god. Oh, can I get a little yellow?
Oh, you can get you can get the tan. I like where you got that skin colored one. That's not creepy as shit.
I like it.
I
like it. It's on my face.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a good fit.
It's a good
Bet
fit.
it is a good fit.
Very good fit.
You get your
tight.
huge dick in there, Neil.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it would never fit.
Cheers. Oh God. Ew. I'm just kidding.
It's good to see
You can butter it up and get it in there.
So we've been gone.
I missed you guys.
I missed you.
Did you miss us?
Did you?
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy holidays.
Do we look tired?
No, you guys look freshies.
We did a lot of.
Face mask. Peggy
Face
yelled at
mask.
me with a face mask on.
That's because you picked a fight with me.
We got
we
one- we got
only got into
one
one fight. That's it. That's one fight.
Really good.
Singular.
Only one fight. And I really, truly think it was just because he was too drunk and he was like, I haven't yelled at this bitch in a while.
Let's start this engine up.
She's been too happy. I've been too happy. Let's fuck this shit up. And I was doing a clay mask, which normally we do like sheet
Blue.
mask. And I was blue. And so then we start fighting. I'm in the bathroom and then I locked
She's
myself in
screaming
the
at me.
bathroom. And then I'm trying to wash it off. I keep running in and out. So it's like half on, half off.
You look crazy.
Oh, that's spectacular.
But yeah,
yeah.
that was good.
No, it was great. We
It was
didn't fight
great.
at all.
They fought.
We lots of driving. We
Lot of
didn't
driving.
get drunk. I would say there was only like really one crazy night.
Yeah.
Two? I would
or
say
three.
one after. Well, I would say maybe after Crooked
Virginia.
Run,
Yeah.
Virginia, which we're going back and doing a live recording of it.
Oh, sweet.
17.
We're gonna do a live recording slash
Show.
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
on
Spectacular.
January 17th in Sterling, Virginia,
Sterling.
at Crooked
Virginia.
Run Brewery. Really cool. Our poster just came out today. I love it.
Suck our dicks.
Suck our dicks.
Got a wolf. I love a wolf. It's a dangerous beast.
Yeah, they got the poster maker, graphics by Greg. He's the best. If anybody around the world needs a poster, Greg will get it for you.
Best part about digital graphics.
Yeah, and,
You can just email.
Yeah,
it. Apparently,
it's
I just
really-
found out today.
It's real easy. Super
Mail
easy.
it.
I was waiting for like 2 weeks on another one. That guy took forever.
What happened with that one?
I don't know.
Was that me?
No.
I was like, wait. Did you guys ask me to do something? I
No,
forgot.
I had one of those two-for moments where Snowbird flew away, and then my poster guy also abandoned me. So just as a two-timer, just like, really, guys, come on.
You're fucking me.
Actually,
You
you're
got a new
not.
cell fit. Apparently, what he did, it was a bad job.
You can stop.
Womp womp.
No, not every time, but one out of the 5 times was good.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, the tour.
Yes, it has begun.
I just spit beer all over myself. And I did, wait, let's just, before we go to the tour, let's just say the shitty stuff. And I did unblock church guy.
What?
And I
This sucked his dick.
and only sucked his dick the day before Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve. No, actually, it was Christmas Eve morning and Christmas morning. I gave a little, felt like Santa
A
Claus.
little holiday sandwich.
Yeah. A little something there. His stocking got stuffed.
Yeah,
Oh,
Snowbird
your
became
stocking
an
got stuffed.
asshole, and I was like, someone's getting unblocked. And he came a running. Or, yeah.
Put me in, coach.
Put me.
And,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I dumped
Blessed
my
be his heart.
girlfriend.
What a great girl.
No, you didn't.
No, you
I was
didn't.
like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. Just
No,
now.
yours is like,
No, we
like
were
ramping up.
We were talking.
We like were coming back from the tour, and this is great. Like he's feeling good about his. I feel good. First day back,
Shit.
and then just it officially was sizzled out
Yeah.
Is that why you had to get a new
yesterday.
phone? Because you stomp on it?
No, I just out of nowhere. My dad thinks it's all the lint. Just the battery stopped working. But then I had an upgrade, so I was like, why not?
These things
It's time.
happen.
Why not?
So stuff just exploded
Yeah.
when you guys got back. Day you got
day
back.
I got back. He
Bad texting, Neil.
He was well. That was fine at first, and then he just blew it all up.
Oh shit.
What can you do?
Yeah. Who knows?
It's
I don't know,
fun.
not
These
be
things
a
happen.
raging,
Love is a
lying,
fickle
alcoholic
thing.
asshole. I mean, you can be a raging whore of an asshole.
yeah.
You don't need
I
to
love
lie
whores.
about it. You don't need to lie about it. Just
Yeah, yeah.
fucking tell me.
Be a whore.
He actually goes, I fucked someone. I was like, I did too. What the fuck?
With my mouth.
Yeah.
They fuck
I didn't
you.
say I was going to be exclusive. That's what you said, buddy.
I was telling people that you can keep
Yeah.
fucking me. I was
Yeah.
telling them that. I'd be like, yeah, that's
Keep on, keep it
Was that
on,
not
baby.
understood?
No, it was.
I thought that
he
was
said he
understood.
wasn't going to fuck anybody else.
And I never said it.
He was
Weird.
Loves the word weird.
Yeah,
right?
very
Weird.
strange.
Well,
Right.
it was weird, but
mention that
also
to-
because I think it's also because I knew this was probably going to happen.
Yeah, you had sensed
A little
this.
self-fulfilling
And so
prophecy.
I said to him, like, don't do that. And then even when he admitted to it, he's like, I fucked up. I'm like, you fucked someone. Who cares? I'm like, either you went to jail or you fucked somebody.
Right.
And then he's like, I did. And I was like, cool, so did I.
Right.
And he was like, I know, but I suck. And I'm like, all right, you're going to play the victim. And then I might have went crazy on text messages, but we don't need to keep
Guess
talking
who we're
about
going to Virginia?
You got so much other stuff.
But
So much
also,
other things.
the fucking tour
The
was
tour was
crazy.
great.
We didn't see the biggest yarn of
Ball
ball
yarn.
yarn, but we
But-
did go to, it's called Casey. Fucking
Hey, first of all, whole town mind fuck. My mind was in a pretzel.
every town in America
We
is just a
pulled over-
guy's name
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Ville.
I was out of my mind.
Danville.
Hermansville. There was a town
Hermansville.
called Humansburg.
Yeah.
Humansburg.
We just
I'm like, guys, I'm a hack. Jesus Christ, this is crazy.
We're not even trying here, guys. Can we rewrite? Can we even do bodies?
I mean, I
town,
think a black
bodies?
dude should get to rename every town and
I
street in
agree.
the country. They'd have way better names.
Hells yeah.
Way better. Way
Yeah.
funner. It's all fucking Harold and Jamesburg
Yeah. Oh,
and
it's a bummer.
Lehigh, Allegheny Tunnel. We went through that 400 fucking
Oh
times.
my god.
Suck my
Well,
dick.
Allegheny's not a guy's name, but
no,
yeah.
you get what I'm saying. I just popped out because we were driving back and
We
forth.
drove through it 3 times, and the third time, Ryan was like, "I think this is the third time we came through this tunnel," and I was like, "Because it is. We keep
Yeah.
going back through PA and Ohio," and he's
Right.
like, "I feel crazy. I feel crazy."
It's too much. But we pulled off to get gas and saw the sign for the biggest fork in the world. And I was like,
No fork. No
Pitchfork.
Pitchfork.
and I was like, fuck me running.
Yes.
So we went
Let's
there.
do
They
this.
had a rocking chair, wind chime, bubkiss. The wind chime stunk.
I know, and I was really excited. It didn't
Yeah.
chime.
What?
There was that.
The biggest mailbox, the biggest barber shop.
Barber sign. It was
Yeah. What's
that town was like literally you turn.
white people ain't shit.
Yeah, it was like
It looked like a movie
white
set.
trash, and then you turn down the street that was like literally called Main Street, and there was
Yeah.
like lanterns, and every house was like perfect, and then just like
Yeah.
every other house had like the biggest.
It looked
Trump
like they
sign
filmed like
of
Leave
all
It to
time.
Beaver there.
Yeah,
That's what like it looked like. It was
and
crazy.
like giant. I mean, like people's like beautiful homes that probably cost lots and lots of money. Just
$17.
ruined it with like the flag.
Yeah.
The Trump flag's more expensive
Yeah.
than their house because the neighborhood.
It was-
the only reason people go there is to see the biggest
The
things.
signs.
And like I think their like slogan is like the littlest town with
The
the,
littlest,
biggest things.
biggest town.
Yeah, the littlest biggest town.
or some shit. It stunk.
It stunk, but
That
it was
place
fun.
was
We took
bubkiss.
pictures.
Salem, Massachusetts stunk.
Stunk.
Yeah.
Cider brewery, my dick. They had a brewery that was just ciders. 4 ciders.
Okay, that
Oh,
so the first
second-
show.
oh.
Okay, first
First
show.
show.
I mean,
I was waiting to come back. Yeah. Yeah.
boom.
There we go.
We get there. We
They
got-
sucked our dicks.
They fucking suck our fucking dick. 45
came
minutes.
so
I
hard.
know. 45 minutes in, or not even, probably like halfway through my sets, like 30 minutes into my set, I just look at Ryan and I go, I think we just shot our load. Oh, fuck. I think this is the best
Best
show
show.
of the night,
Yeah.
of the tour. Have so much fun. We hung out with those people. They were
We were
great.
like, wow.
Oh, it
She was like, I
wonderful.
could do an hour. I'm like, I can't believe I almost did a half an hour.
Yeah, like we did so much, and then the next night we go to Salem. I was like,
Did the-
womp womp.
It bit a dick. It was a small room.
I think I
It
got.
was
I
weird.
might got 5 different laughs, like nervous laughs, when I made fun of them, and Ryan might have
Yeah. I
gotten.
got
It was like crazy.
it was
like the
it was some
stand
girl's
up-
pussy ceiling. It
And
was crazy.
Like the staff was like, that wasn't our normal crowd. Like their normal crowd's like really hip and cool.
How many people did you hear sit down there like, you only have ciders?
Yeah,
It's
I'm like,
really?
Yeah.
Like had no idea what was going on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there was.
Which is fine. If you like ciders, it's great. But like,
Sure.
if you have no idea what kind of place you're going to, first of all, it is called a brewery tour. They should have known a little bit. Like right away, they're like, they don't have hard liquor. I'm like, it's a brewery.
tour.
Call it cider brewer. Like
We were
that
all-
should be in the name.
we
Is
were
it
also
not
like,
in the
dude,
name?
No, when we advertise that it's in their name.
Right.
It's the
Okay.
cider brewery is in
So
their
they're
name.
just
But I'm
walking
saying,
in.
let's
Yeah.
say even if they're just coming to the comedy thing, it's in the name
Right.
of the place.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
should know.
Look it
Right.
up.
It's not
and
too
we're not
hard.
gonna have liquor. Like it was probably
Get
out
to
of
Googling.
the 16 different places we went.
That was close to an impression. That was
Yeah,
almost
get
like
to Google.
Get to Google.
All right,
That
get
was
to
a
Google.
little
That was
finish.
good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry
Yeah,
to interrupt.
you're getting good.
Plus,
So-
we got thrown off by all the food we ate that day. A little
really?
lobster roll action.
Oh, I had to. Well, that happened. That sort of started the whole. There was a couple times where I would have like a couple bites too much and have to take a nap.
Oh, fucking old pegster ball of energy over here. Every fucking time we'd wake up and be like, she'd be like, I'm gonna drive. Like, all right, and then we'd stop. We would usually leave the hotel, drive for like an hour, stop at like a diner or whatever, and
I
we'd
wouldn't
stop.
even get like crazy stuff.
She would have like half an omelet, and then half hour into the ride, just like dipping out on heroin. I'm like, fucking Jesus Christ, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Gastric bypass, baby.
Daddy, oh.
I'm
A lot
absolutely
of
full to the
driving.
brim.
Yeah, I'm just a better driver, better podcaster because Peggy can't stop texting people. It's a
I'm not. Listen.
Did you?
Listen. If anybody Googles my name and funeral home, they can see why I'm a little off this week.
I want to
too.
keep going with the thing.
little
But did
drama.
you re-block Church Guy after you blew him? Or did you just... Oh, okay.
No, we're actually.
they're gonna be
we're-
fucking and sucking all week.
No. We're on good terms, and he's a little sick right now.
Oh, okay.
But I did
But he
tell
wasn't
him. I
sick.
did tell him. Did I tell you this? I didn't even tell you
No.
this. I was like, I got to be honest. I kind of used you this week. I kind of am like stopping this thing I was in. So I felt bad. I went because I also wanted a little bit more like so he knew I wasn't just like I'm in love with you because he cried to me again.
Pussy.
He's not a pussy. He just has emotional
Sensitive.
issues.
Ryan. Stop it.
Stuff him down.
I do think
like a
I'm.
man.
I think. What if he's the love of my life? I mean, I hope he never listens to this podcast.
Ryan with the fucking... Holy shit, dude. That was... The eyes lowered. Fucking just... Like a dad who just learned his son's going to go to art school.
Okay, ta-ta.
That was my dad. I forgot. That was my
But,
father. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Shit.
fine.
No. Okay. Well, he's back in the mix. I'm just wondering. I wasn't even
No.
sure.
Here's
He's
the thing.
on
I
good
think, but I
speaking
think
terms.
that we both are like. I think we both like had an honest conversation of like,
Yeah.
yeah, you were pretty shitty how it ended.
Yeah.
And then okay, we're gonna just
Sorry, moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
So,
Coming in hot show
That's
for
happening
first.
with her. My girlfriend's like, you need to start
Okay.
talking about me more on the podcast.
Well,
we do anal.
This is what we've been.
Remember this fucking phone call?
oh shit, I forgot
She's
she
like,
said
you need
that.
to start talking about.
Which and I was like, I don't think you were listening because I usually stop him whenever he talks about
Right.
anything that's like not missionary.
Yeah.
I'm like, you slapped a girl, get out of here.
Get out of town. What do you mean?
But
Grabbing them pearls.
I know, I can't believe
Yeah.
that was a funny FaceTime. She's like,
The whole
why
thing.
don't you talk about me more? I do anal. I'm like, I was like in
Peggy
the
almost
FaceTime
like-
and I was like, okay, and I can't drive any
Peggy
FaceTime.
put a bag over her head.
I was
She
like,
put on
oh.
earmuffs and then a brown paper bag.
I'm like, who hurt you? No.
I also like the way she said it was like a tactical belt. She's like, we do anal. I'm
Yeah, she's
efficient
like,
in anal.
fucking
I've got
hype
it on
me
my
up,
yeah, dude.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
Get me
no,
out there.
that show sucks.
But it was a son. Yeah, that sucks.
After
That was a
But
bust.
then it was that.
It
It
was
was
great.
up,
I mean-
uphill from there.
That's
Yeah,
great.
they were all good.
And we both were like at the end because the last night was like terrible way to do like we did 12. It ended up being 14 hours through the night.
Yeah. Ooh,
So
yeah,
it
I've done.
sucked.
Yeah.
It was a mind fuck.
Mindfuck. And then so like that day, like after the Sunday show, we were both like, oh God, this is great. And then both of us like 2 days later, like, is it weird that we're sad we're not on tour still? Like because it was like
Yeah.
such a because you can't
I got into
really
the
get,
shower after Sunday and I was like, man, we don't got nothing going on tomorrow.
yeah, it's like weird. But I
Yeah.
what was I gonna say?
You were saying.
I feel like it's because like
Sunday.
we couldn't really we couldn't get too fucked up every night because we did have so much driving and you're just tired.
Yeah.
You have to be at the place 2 hours before the show. You set up. It's like schmoozing.
Yeah.
Then we both are doing like long sets. I'm doing
Right.
an hour every time.
Yeah.
And then you talk to the people like it's just a lot of and then you like sometimes most nights we would drive halfway to the next place. So then you get there and like every night, I mean I think the first week we smoked a lot of pot
Peggy,
and we hung out, but I
pass around her.
I know. And I can't sleep. I mean, I've been home for what now, 4 days, and I'm like, I have the worst sleep. I think I've collectively
I've been sleeping like garbage.
Yeah, I can't sleep.
Can't sleep?
Yep.
But I'm a weirdo. That's why I sleep in the living room of my
Heartbreak.
house. You know I do that, right? Because I have to
You and I actually, I haven't said, but
Since
you.
you're a psychopath, I have to be somewhere remotely where a human might be.
Yeah. Oh, if it's like
She
that.
sleeps
for
in
you.
the dog bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably would if they let me.
Yeah.
Like
That sounds nice.
That's the thing is like with Ryan's in the next bed over, I smoke a little pot. I'm out.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
have
fine.
a collage of pictures of you sitting up 90 degrees slumped.
Oh my god! Please
What the
burn
fuck?
them.
Let's make a mosaic.
Which means you have to
Either
burn your
that
phone.
or FaceTiming and smiling.
Oh.
I got pictures of those.
Yeah.
Those will never be.
See, that was a long sip. She's
I
But,
finished that cold,
that's what-
beautiful Coors Light, and
what
I
was the-
thumbed down because
what
fuck
was-
that snowbird. And you know what?
What was the other?
Nobody likes snow and nobody likes birds. Get out of here, snowbird.
I like a little snow. You know what I mean? I actually had some.
Listen, I arguably love birds and snow. Okay, but not when they just
Mama's
lie
gonna
like a
cry.
psychopath.
Where we at?
I'm not gonna cry.
That's what I was
Always
talking
fun.
about. What was,
I've never cried over him.
what was that other fun town? What was the other weird town? Grafton, Illinois.
Oh, that was the first night we met. So then we meet up. So sometimes you meet people on the road. So actually, Crooked Run, we met up with two guys who were performing, but they had to leave right away. But we hung out with the brewery guy that night. We went to that really cool bar.
Yeah. What was that called? Like the Eagles Den?
Yeah, it was something,
Something.
like the Eagles Nest.
It's like a weird.
You met a new best friend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
nice.
We convinced the whole bar we were brother and sister.
meth on accident.
And then
Like,
Ryan came back and was like, when we got back to the hotel, I said to him the next day, I'm like, I know exactly who you were as a child. Because he was laying in bed, just like real like high. And he's like, I think that was meth. I'm like, I could just see his little sad boy eyes, like where
I
it's just
said
like
it in the bar
Mom,
at first.
I think,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm sure now.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I can see how Denise would have been like, oh, he really does have the flu. This is sad.
Tough.
It was
But,
rough.
No, that was fun. What else? Grafton, Illinois was weird as shit.
Fun. So, and the night before was fun because that was in.
Where were we at before?
Wait, we were in.
Should have got a little road map.
I
Your
have-
faces and
it's
stuff.
literally a
I just-
poster. Oh, that
No, I
would've
mean
been fun.
like
That
yeah,
would've
like
been
a little bit with your
No,
faces
it wouldn't have
traveling.
been fun because it was
She
like
would-
it's a zigzag.
Really? Okay.
Dude.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, we also found the funniest little town where remember we met that bartender.
That's what I was talking about. It was Grafton.
That was on our way to Grafton. The night before was really fun though too. We did.
What the fuck was that
That was
town called?
Omaha. That was in no, that was in Nebraska.
Beatrice.
Beatrice. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Beatrice.
Weird middle of the night. But we got to Illinois. We were talking. We like stopped at a bar before we went to the show, and the
Oh no,
lady was.
Beatrice was the second place. Sorry, keep going.
I think that was after.
It was
Oh,
after
my mind's,
Grafton.
like,
You're right.
fucking- But
So we get to Illinois.
the lady's talking about. I don't know if you went to. Oh no, she was like, I wish I could eat my own kitty cat. Her and her friends were talking about eating their own pussy, and then without breaking stride, turns and shows me a video of her daughter singing Janis Joplin for like 7 minutes.
Yeah, and I had
Like a
gotten up to take a
7-minute
picture of the
video.
bar. That's what happened.
Because I'm looking around, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And it was
here?
the whole song.
The entire song.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I know Janis Joplin sings
Oh,
it.
and
I don't
the
want to
best
see your
is-
piece of shit daughter.
I also loved
Ruining
her
it.
because right away, 10 seconds in it, we had only had
talking
one
about
beer.
sucking her husband's
She's
dick.
like, oh, we have code. It's called
Talk about bills.
yeah. We got to go talk about bills. And I was like,
fuck her up.
and then I was like, do you call it bill? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm depositing this bill into my mouth. And she's like, no, but I might later. And I know for a
was-
fact that lady definitely did that.
Oh.
Then that guy got a big old check. I ate myself.
What the fuck? Oh, and we had a fucking couple propose at one of our
What?
Yeah.
The winery ones were the weirdest.
I mean, they were.
Yeah.
The first one we did was. I mean,
That was my biggest bomb. That was my biggest bomb.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was upsetting. And I didn't even
I
do
forgot
that much
about that
time.
show.
Just left that right out there.
No, it was.
It happens.
There wasn't even
Wineries
a
can be
bomb. It was
weird.
just like there was a. We met up with someone and they had a set
It's just
that
like
you
a
watch
different
and you're
type
like,
of.
I was like, my shit's gonna play. Peggy, yeah.
Peggy's stuff. Well,
Because
already.
the guy, it was like crazy, like woman hating shit.
So even if my stuff isn't, which I would argue my stuff is not, like I do well in Middle America because I skate the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you see me. And you hear me, and you like see me talking. At first, you're gonna be like, "This social justice warrior bullshit," and so like I could just see all of their bites,
buttholes.
but
that was fun.
To watch them
winery-
bomb, yeah. You dickhead.
No, I was saying
but then
the
we
one
met
was
up
fun.
with Colin and
Colin, that sweet boy.
we met 2 fun comics that we did 4 shows with. That was really fun.
Yeah,
it was fun to have them. That's also it. I think. If maybe it was just the 2 of us all 18 days.
Yeah, that might have been.
That might have been, but we had like 2 other people with us, and so it ended up being like we had a bunch of different.
That's great.
We did that.
And we're social people, so we like start talking to people. And,
Chatty Cathy's.
Yeah.
We were, in Kentucky, me and Peggy we're like delirious, and we're smoking cigarettes out front of the winery, and some girl was like, a photographer came out. She's like, do you care if I get any family pictures? And we were like, I don't give a fuck. Like, what are you talking about? And then the couple comes out, and the dude proposes to his, we thought they were like, didn't you think they were like reenacting?
I thought it was their engagement. I thought it was their engagement photos.
Or like
I thought they were like the photos to send out because she had her hand on his chest before he kneeled down, and it looked like how you would.
And he had a suit on.
Time out. I want to say this. I didn't get to say this. That's just the way she poses in photos with her boyfriend.
Oh, she had the hand ready.
She had the hand ready, like on his chest and like in the photo. So in my head, I was like, "Oh, these are her engagement photos." And then all of a sudden, we're talking. We're like fucking like complaining about something that's going on in the room or something. And we turn around and he's on his knees and she starts crying. And I was like,
"Oh, she's really hamming it up for this."
Yeah,
reenacting.
I was like, "Oh, this is
good.
happening."
Yeah.
Like I feel like that the other people who were with them should have been like, "Hey, you guys want to go inside?"
We're literally in the background of their wedding pictures smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, and you can look on our Instagram and we have a picture. Yeah.
They were like, the dude was like, "Yeah, I was gonna ask you to propose to her."
No, I was gonna.
He was gonna do it during the show.
Ask us to be like, anybody celebrating anything? And someone's like, well, actually,
let us.
That was the only
wedding.
show also that people walked out.
Oh.
Ryan walked 2 people.
I walked 2 people. I wasn't even dirt. I mean,
yes, you were. You first line, you're like, I think I just put a hoax on their wedding. I'm like, okay, maybe that's the second.
Too much?
They had fun.
Too much? What's going on?
I mean, the girl did not listen to any of my seconds. She's like, I can't.
Did you also?
This.
She was fucking.
We gotta clear this up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That clears that up. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was like,
she's chugging a bottle of vodka in the picture. Yeah.
I like her.
Which I like.
I like it.
So I mean, are people walking out because you're too filthy, and people are walking out because they think
well, there was
you're
like a couple
too lefty?
I didn't go.
No, we literally didn't have any.
Nobody ever walked out except for that
was
night.
the only 2 people.
And those people left like 10 minutes, like not even 10 minutes.
And that
into
old
my
guy,
set.
the one old guy left when we ran out. That was Kentucky, Cincinnati, but he didn't leave because of the show. He was just an old guy who was like, I can't sit.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like sat down.
Yeah. Oh
Where
yeah,
was
that was actually Kentucky, but right outside of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like we would be like because actually where the people got engaged was Illinois. It was Colbin. It was like Cobden. I mean, we were in the middle of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah. That one's like, you want to go get food? It's like,
that place was
Wendy's
called
45 minutes away.
Yeah, that place was actually a village. They were like, no. I was
they
like,
kept saying village.
I was like, what's this town? Like, it's a village. Like this drunk
that
bitch.
one, the girl's from New York.
Yeah.
She was like, I live in New York. I'm like, you
came
stay there,
home.
baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, no, she just came home for Christmas. That's so normal.
Yeah, I know.
Leave his family behind. I don't know why you're here.
Literally, your girlfriend has the same experience. She goes to the country.
She does live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Beat it.
But no, it was fun. And then
who else was weird?
Oh God, it was.
Oh, fucking Fazoli's. Have you heard of Fazoli's before?
Yeah. Woo! Mind fuck. This is a fast food.
They have a fast food
ABC
Italian
show?
place.
Italian.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Fazoli and Isles.
Yeah, Rizzoli and Isles is what I was thinking.
Fazoli's. And the reason we noticed is because my sister is married to a Fajoli. So he was like, Fazoli. I'm like, it's Fajoli. Like, and then like the next town over, we're like,
another
there's
one.
that town again. I mean, that
Yeah,
town,
that
that place
town.
again.
Franchise.
And then it's a it's a
It's
popular
drive-through Italian food.
It's Arby's and
like-
Fazoli's are the most popular
Oh.
fast food in the
knew
middle of the
there had
country.
to be one.
Chick-fil-A to be found.
No. So all this horse shit that all these people in the middle of America are just loving Chick-fil-A.
They're
'cause
fat
of
for other reasons.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. It
Yeah,
ain't
they're fat and
Chick-fil-A.
racist.
Hey, not always. We did have a couple people say some racist
Ooh,
shit.
answer the
Where
show.
you're like, woo, you did not listen to the
Yeah.
anything we said. Or like I think
A lot of
someone
guys
actually
showing
you
me
have a
gun
joke.
pictures.
Yeah.
Tons
You have like
of
you have a
In fairness, I had that in Chalfont, PA. It's not even that far. Like you literally 2 seconds outside smoking.
an
Yeah,
entire week
anywhere.
of our tour
Sure.
was in PA.
Yeah.
Like we weren't in the middle, but we were pretty close.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
So then, actually,
were
I
you
would say
saying you have a joke
Nebraska
about
is
what?
actually. You have a like. I would argue it's an anti-gun. It's a whatever. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like a nonsensical gun joke. Where
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it's more about you than
And the
anything
dude-
else.
You're not weighing in on a position. If anything, it's just immensely subjective about how you feel about it. Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
impulsive though.
And
Blah
the
blah blah.
dudes are like,
Yeah. Oh,
showing
I'm sure
me,
it's
look
yeah.
at these bear. I'm like, hey,
Right.
don't give a fuck.
Right.
Either give me bear meat or
Yeah.
get away from me.
Wait, I also think it's
Thank
the,
you for coming.
you also, I think, quickly learned that that's how you got like alpha men in the room
Oh,
to
yeah.
like you because you were like,
Yeah.
I respect
Oh
you,
yeah, I
gun
started.
people.
I switched it. I said I
'Cause
look
he, like,
at
does it- he does a joke where he's-
amazing restraint.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we
Yeah,
are great.
we do.
I'm like, "No,
We
you
like
fucking
this
idiot."
guy.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ta-ta.
That we started figuring that out at Voodoo, which shout out to
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
That
that
was our
place was
favorite.
sick.
We wish we could have stayed in, and it was in Meadville, PA. Which
Meadville.
and we
Allegheny
took a shower.
College, yeah.
Thank you, Allegheny
'Cause
College.
we were gross.
We were gross.
We broke into their gym.
We broke
They let
into a gym.
Yeah.
Not really. These two old ladies let
Oh,
us in.
Jen. Nice.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't even. Yeah.
Yeah, two little old ladies
Little
let us
two
in.
shoes over here.
I wasn't gonna let us.
We got to
break
the gym and it was like says it's open, but then you get there and everywhere in the middle of nowhere just has gyms with no one there.
You know
little
what?
bit of context. What do you mean you got to the gym? Why are you
No,
at
like
this
we
gym?
drove there. We were on the way to a
Thing.
town to town. We didn't have a
Right.
hotel, and we were
Okay.
like, we've been eating gross food. Let's work out.
Yeah, we
Oh,
would try to work
okay.
out. Yeah.
Sorry.
And you Googled them, and they're like they're open. So we'd get there, and there's a lot of those gyms don't have anyone there. It's just a key card because you're in the middle of butt fuck. Like
Right.
they're gonna
So
pay
they're like-
for a guy.
Yeah.
The person actually is only there like when you don't like the one place we were in
Yeah.
Salem, Ohio for 3 days, which I love that
Oh,
town.
love it.
Actually,
Oh,
what's that
that
place
garlic
called?
bread?
Holy shit!
It was
We
called,
will.
like-
I will say this:
Fuck me running.
the food we found because we would like specifically try to find like the only non-chain like mom and pop
Right,
kind of
right, right.
places. Salem, Ohio, you are not thinking the
Fuck
food's
me
going to be
running.
crazy. I mean, it
Garlic
was a dive
bread.
bar, like a nicer. It's like almost looks like what you want. What's like a
Where you want
bar,
to get,
like
get fingered at one, you know?
you want to get fingered and have
Okay.
chicken fingers. You know what I mean? You don't think you're gonna get
Right,
a
right,
good
It's homemade
meal.
breast.
and
it's-
like a quality chicken finger. Nice.
This is like upper. It's
Scale.
scale. Yikes!
It came together.
Ta-ta.
It came together.
No, but it was garlic
You
bread
gotta
with oil
explain
and
Tata if you're gonna keep saying it. We also exclusively
Hold on,
listen
that
to your
your
mom's, house.
nonstop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
But no, that was fucking. Where else did we eat? That was amazing.
The first place we ate that was amazing was in
So Salem, are we still in Salem?
Massachusetts.
We're jumping around.
Virginia. Neil,
Are we in the food
I
portion?
think that if people are still listening to our podcast 10 episodes in, they know how we jump around.
I understand. I'm just, you know,
Food.
it might be their first time. And they're like,
Virginia.
this is how, you know.
In Virginia, we were at Crooked Run and we had that day off, and we stayed at
What
the
did we
really.
do?
That was the best.
Oh,
the
that
Hyatt.
nice hotel.
We stayed at the Hyatt House
Okay.
place. So we had one day off. It was Monday Night Football. So we were like, let's go get
Oh,
a good
big
Italian.
country.
Oh my God, yeah, this is great.
Oh, I forgot about that
Yeah.
Italian.
That's what I'm
Gotta
talking
love
about.
an Italian.
So it was Sterling, Virginia. We find this bar. We find this really good restaurant. I mean, it was delicious.
Fuck me running.
It was
But
probably one of the best chicken parms I ever had. Was it chicken parm I had there? Yeah, chicken parm.
Chicken parm.
So then we find this little fun
We
dive
are a
bar
big
called
food-
Jimmy.
we're a
Oh,
food
this is
podcast.
slowly becoming a food podcast.
so anyway, I sucked this guy's dick, and then
I ate
had the best chicken cutlet
parm.
you ever seen.
Then we go to this bar, Jimmy's,
Okay.
and the guy.
Peggy got into a fight with your autistic man.
Wait, can we play? You always have to go to the fucking before the fucking foreplay. We sit
Hell
down.
yeah.
I'm
Makes
wearing
sense.
an Eagles. I'm wearing an Eagles jersey, of course,
yes.
and so is the bartender, who's wearing a Vic jersey with short khakis. Remind me of the guy from the New York bar.
Yeah.
Good calves.
Mohawk.
Mohawk.
American flag red
Tiny
headband.
little mohawk. Shout out to him because he follows us on Facebook, so he's probably
Country.
listening. Big Country. He shakes our hand and he goes, Big Country. And I'm like, I'm not even going to hesitate. That is exactly what your name should fucking be. Big Country, meet Peggy. It's just like, so then these two like tech guys start fighting with me about football sports, football sports. That's basically what they were saying. Like they were football facts.
It was
like
two
they just
fucking nerds.
It was just like, so what do you think's gonna? And I was like, I just want to watch the game. Like I don't really care at all. Like it's whatevs. Like let's just watch it. But yeah. And then I did get you go into the bathroom.
Oh, I come out. I'm like, oh, there's fighting now.
I was just like, I think that it's okay for me to just sit here and just watch it, and you don't need to like. I don't need
Peggy
to
also
explain to you.
says she just sits there and watches it. She's standing on the stool screaming full volume, and then she's like, "I can't believe people are engaging with me."
I know.
This is crazy. I'm
See,
like,
now this is what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I
The
feel like
fuck?
every once in a while I feel like there's some information
So
that's left out. She's like, I don't even know what's happening.
That
What?
is me minding my own business.
fucking chugging.
I have two volumes: cheerleading and light cheerleading. That's it. Those are the two volumes. Okay. I'm
like
always going to support.
Whatever.
And that's why when people break my heart, it's extra hurtful.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Where else did we get good food?
Well, I would have broken this up. We would have went over the tour, and then I would have a whole food section is what I was hoping
But
for.
you know our brains don't work like that. We
I
have
know, I
to go
understand.
by like sense memory.
I know. You guys are really, you're tactical. You're tactical.
Shaka Khan Radio was great.
Oh,
If you're looking for a good Spotify, Shaka Khan.
shock.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
God.
Actually, take that back. It kind of sucked. We got like
No,
a
we had
day
2
out of
days
it,
out of it. And then after
beat
that,
down.
then it just like slow. I think it's because Spotify doesn't go back. Like
Yeah.
they're like just finding new songs.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know how it works.
Yeah, well, they just do a playlist and they'll leave it. They don't
Yeah.
update it that often. That was probably not updated.
Dude, what the fuck?
But that's good. That's
I know
2 days out of the
way
trip.
more weird shit happened, and it's not
I'm sure.
coming to my head.
I know, that's why I'm trying to do
We went to
sense
that
memory.
fucking weird. That was Salem, Ohio, with that weird hotel that nobody was in. We were the only people in there.
And we were there for 3 days.
3 days.
We loved it though.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
loved
became
it.
a part of the town.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah.
Not at all, but
So that's
Not
the place
even
that
a
had the
little
good
bit.
food, the one restaurant.
We
Yeah.
had shockingly good food everywhere.
everywhere.
Mexican food in the middle of the country, better.
Yeah.
Tacos
We
are
went
banging.
to
that.
that was outside of
truck,
Omaha, Nebraska. There is a taco truck outside of an O'Reilly's, and I got to get some O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
All right, carry on, gang.
Slowly becoming a singing podcast as well.
But
So I got something to clean the car. We got some tacos. I got one of the best burritos I've ever had in my life.
banger.
It was great.
Yee. What else the
I
fuck?
can't remember the place in California. Well, in California, you kind of expect it.
Oh, yeah. hell yeah.
Delightful
I'd
tacos.
actually
then-
say it was better.
We were trying to.
Dude, I'm telling you, this was coastal level
Shit.
and Mexican food.
And that was, so then that's when we go to Beatrice.
Beatrice.
And they were really
Beatrice.
fun.
Is that
Almost
spelled
every-
with an X at the end? Is that Beatrix?
No,
Or is it
Beatrice.
No,
Look,
Beat-
it's spelled Beatrice.
Right.
And if you say Beatrice, they're
They're
like, no.
Okay, and for instance, yes, all
Missouri?
right, I will say that. Yeah, Missouri. I will say this: I do cheer loud, and I am, but I will say this.
Dwelling on it.
And your friend had pointed out the end of the thing there. So at this show and a couple shows, it'd be 3 guys, and then I close it out.
Oh,
People sit there quietly listening to these guys, and I would say, some of you bombed on some of these shows.
Church boy.
Okay, what?
me?
Church boy? Why'd you
No,
say?
I said like church mice.
Yeah, like
Quiet.
They were quiet,
Fun.
like a little mouse. Fun. And then I get up, and I swear to God, out of the 16 shows, I would say 6 of them, in the first 5 minutes, somebody's heckling me. And I have to
I'm not
take
surprised.
and I'm not starting with an aggressive joke. I'm starting with
No.
just like hey, give it up for the guys, like whatever.
Immediately.
And then I say, and that is why that was like one where I'm like, I say like, oh, I really like this little town, Beatrice, and they're like, yeah, and they all start screaming. Now every one of the guys before me has said Beatrice.
Right.
Nobody has corrected them. I get up there 5 seconds in, yelling at the top of their
What do you think that
lungs.
is? What do you think that is, Peg?
I
Other
don't know.
than blatant
She's got a
sexism. What do you
pussy.
think? Yeah. Other than just
And
like
I'm
Got
like-
a stinky, smelly, buttery pussy.
Shallow.
Weird. Yeah,
No.
don't get to it.
We'll talk about her later.
We'll talk.
That'll be next episode.
Yeah, we gotta.
She needs some distance between that.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll tell it.
I'm so excited. Keep drinking. Go ahead. Go while she's still drinking.
Peggy was fucking somebody. And while they're fucking, he was like, your pussy feels like butter.
Oh, I thought he did the dumb Dane Cook line.
No.
Oh, Jesus. He's
He
just
said
like,
her
your
pussy
pussy
was
feels like
sincere.
butter?
And when I brought it up
How
to
did
him
you-
weeks later, like, hey, by the way, you know you can call. He's like, it's one of my favorite things. And I was like, okay, cool.
Pussy feels like margarine.
Here's the thing.
Oh.
This is our advice section. If your fucking girl that you know for a fact used to be an ex-fatty, let's maybe not call her pussy butter.
No?
Because right away in my head I'm like, is fat? Is it a fat pussy? What the fuck does buttery pussy mean?
Your pussy feels like
and then
zero
it's like,
calorie cooking
yeah.
spray.
I'm like, also,
A light mist.
yeah.
tasty.
Why can't it be a little spritz?
Yeah. You want one? Your pussy feels like extra virgin olive oil.
Feels like a kale salad. I feel shredded. It's crazy. High protein.
I'm actually getting a little excited listening to these kinds of things.
I love butter.
I
I'll
know.
never be like your pussy.
But I
feels
will
like
say it
butter.
became the theme of our
Oh,
road
I
trip.
was buttering it up.
I also kind of mad. I mean, I'm good for it.
What was the other one? Something else. I was doing butter.
Was
puss.
this was road dick, or was this another? This is when
No,
you got
she-
back.
No, there was no road dick. Also, Dan Madden, you owe me a handle of
Hell
Tito's. 'cause
yeah.
he bet
And
me
we
I was
drinking
gonna-
it. And we drinking it.
Yeah, he was like, "You're 100% gonna cheat on her." I was like,
come
"Come
on.
suck my dick, Dan.
Especially
you
with
chinless
the-
fuck."
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Tito's.
Yeah. First time listener, Dan Madden, comedian. He's been on a couple different podcasts.
Chinless
on this network.
loser.
Just put his name in.
It's a chinless loser who we let run our fucking live show and never again, motherfucker, because you didn't believe in us.
Well, me. But
But also, you told me, once I get here a bit like that, I won't let you. No.
what did you say?
I want to let you. No, this wasn't even like. That's just so funny. It's like he was like, "No, you're 100%," and I knew right away. Like the day we got in the car, I'm like, "There's no fucking way."
Fuck. Yeah, Peg, film this one.
Yeah.
So you're Mrs. Butterworth now, or whatever. Who was this guy? You're Mrs. Butterworth now.
Snowbird.
Oh, okay.
That's who
So we'll
said it.
keep moving on. We don't. I didn't know. I wasn't sure if it was.
What?
Well,
I wasn't thinking we were gonna date.
I didn't want to.
I already said
Yeah,
it.
fuck it. Snowbird said it.
Okay, I wasn't trying to circle back. I just didn't know. Okay,
Take
I thought
the
this
power
might have been
back.
the guy.
No, it's fine.
I mean, well, you guys had a rigorous schedule. It sounds like there's not a lot of time to
Feminism
hook up.
2020.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
well, yeah.
I'm restarting my vaginal rejuvenation. Wait, what's it called?
Vaginal New Year's.
This is actually my vaginal New Year will be 2020 because that Snowbird was supposed to come to a wedding with me on New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
and he's out. So fuck you. My buttery pussy's gonna be dashing anyway, and it's gonna be
Tasty. New phone, new vag. Episode name.
New woman.
Honestly, I want that to be a T-shirt. But you remember that Hillary on her phone? It's Hillary on
yeah.
her phone illustrated with new vag, new phone,
New phone, new vag.
new vag. Who's this?
You're gonna be able to take some sick nudes with those triple lenses.
Yeah, dude.
Please.
It's gonna be
I know.
bad.
I gotta get shredded for that. Hey, you said you were gonna give me a workout plan too.
Here we go.
I got 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks to get shredded for old Aaron's wedding.
Who you bringing?
Not gonna bring anyone.
Steak.
Yeah, dude. Going in, rolling in hot.
I mean, if you can, you know, you can cut
dick.
them.
When is it?
I'm okay.
Good.
Well,
Alright, this
we'll
is
talk about
awkward.
this.
Yeah, by the way. Oh, there's so much. Okay, so
Black
covered
lung,
a lot.
by the way.
Yeah.
We both got sick.
Oh, really? That thing, it happens.
Not like sick,
But I would say I don't get sick, and that was like 3 days of where I was like really out of it.
Yeah.
But again, you
in
get
the
like
middle there, we
worn
were like
down.
not driving. It was just driving and not sleeping.
Yeah, it was
and
a lot.
Wearing gross clothes.
Yeah.
Some sick T-shirts.
Yeah, we
What
did.
else? I'm trying to think of weird shit that was
Wait,
happening.
we had.
How about
so
fucking
much.
Stepchild's Bar? That was the
Weirdest
that was
venue.
I would say that was
Springfield,
Re-
Missouri.
That was
Missouri,
Springfield,
right?
Missouri, but that was probably the only night where I'd say we both got fucked up so
Yeah, we
much
got
so
hammered.
that I did cry that night in the shower for a long time.
Colin's like, you gonna go check on her? I'm like, let her work through that. Totally. I'll go check on her after.
That's gonna
Poor
only.
little Colin, and he's like sober, so he's just like, I'm like crawled, I'm like laying in bed like in the fetal position, and Ryan's like, all right, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine, and Colin's like, is she gonna be okay? I'm like, this is what I do, this
Shut
is
up,
my
Colin.
process.
Get us some goddamn mozzarella
This is my
sticks.
stat.
And I was so excited for that Thai food, I never ate it.
Oh, I mean, we had some great dumplings on this trip. I'll tell you what. Dumplings.
Dumplings.
The pasta.
Tell me more.
Stink. Not pasta.
Like they're like the noodle dishes.
Wait, sorry. How was the Italian franchise place? Did you end up stopping there at
we
any
never
point?
stopped there.
And I'm sorry, just because I knew that had to exist, but you were the first people I've ever heard talk about this.
I was talking about it the day before, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was like, how's there never like a...
I had no idea.
Just want to pull through a little meatball and pasta.
Yeah.
I would
yeah,
never
but
do it.
I don't think you could do because it's
Oh,
eating.
no.
But it's white. There's not really any like
Just having some
Asian
rigatoni?
like fast food that you drive through.
Panda Express.
This was
Sure.
you don't drive
that
through
drive-thru?
Panda Express. No,
I've never had
because you
it.
can't eat it in the car while driving.
Right, true.
So that's what's weird about
You can't get
Fazoli's.
noodlish.
You can, but you can't really.
They
Like
might
it's
just
not.
have forks.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's not a drive food. It's not
But
a
even with a
burrito.
fork, a noodle, like you have to hold it.
Sure.
That's a weird
You're right.
thing.
Yeah, you gotta. It's terrible. Not
It's hard
good.
to text while
Maybe
you're
if it
eating
was
stuff.
like if it was like a drive-through like meatball chicken parm
Right.
sandwich place, I get that. That's a sandwich.
Oof.
I'm gonna look this place up. I'm excited for the
I know. I can't believe
investigation.
we didn't, and we're probably going to go
Fazoli's.
on a tour back in like in the spring. So we'll definitely have to go to Fazoli's.
I'm gonna Fazoli's my balls off. It's gonna be gross.
Yeah,
For sure. There's too many.
but you love gross shit near your bush. I don't
Near
know.
my
about-
what?
I don't know.
you say?
I said bush.
My balls.
Bush.
Bush.
I did get followed into actually the night after our fight. I woke up really early and I wanted to work out, and I like was like running around doing stuff. We were trying to do laundry, so I was doing laundry, and I go to work out, and I'm trying to figure out any of these machines. None of the machines work, but they
the
just
drunk
have a
dude.
they have like a drunk janitor who, by the way, had followed me around at the coffee station, being like, "You don't need something," and I'm like, "I'm good,
how about
dude."
the coffee in the first few places we were at?
First
like
of all,
weird shithole diners in the middle of Indiana. Best coffee
Best
you've ever
coffee.
had in your fucking life. It's crazy.
Yeah, I get that.
For like 75 cents.
You only have a little something. You know what I mean? They gotta offer
gotta
you
have
something.
We had, I mean, I am a real stickler for food, and we were crushing it with
I
the
know,
food.
because he's like, I'll be like, whatever, but yeah, it was key.
Oh, I was mad at like Tom Crowley. They were like, let's go to a Jack in the Box or whatever, California. I was like, there's an
Jack my dick
authentic
on your
Mexican
face.
place
Yeah.
right over there. Why am I eating this
hate
garbage?
chains.
I'm not. I don't know why I need that. I was like,
This
let's
is
go
a
over and get
non-chain
fucking-
podcast.
Yeah. Sorry.
I
Anyway,
agree.
sorry.
Except for course.
And even then, I don't really fucking. That's why I like a koozie over it. Maybe we gotta get little top koozies. Can we get koozie hats?
No free shout-outs on here, Coors, you
It's like
fucking
a-
cunts.
It's like a
I know who
koozie
you
scarf.
support.
Who?
Sorry to interrupt. Okay.
Trump?
Probably, yeah. They're like,
Sure.
they're
I just
like,
heard. I heard he.
pro-
Yeah. Somebody walked up to me and was like, "Oh, where the fuck was I?" Somebody just said they don't have.
We love abortion.
They didn't.
on this
They didn't
podcast.
serve Yingling. It was. They didn't serve Yingling anymore. I can't remember the fuck I was.
Oh, yeah.
And because
It's 'cause,
Trump had, I didn't know. That's my favorite beer. It's America's first
Also,
brewery.
here's the thing.
It's a delicious treat.
Yeah.
Also,
But I don't give a. I mean, it's like fucking everything owns everything.
Yeah.
It's all fucking
exactly.
stupid.
And my
So
whole thing
who gives
is,
a
we
shit?
don't like change. Here we go.
Right.
I don't like chains because I don't give a fuck like of the corporation part.
I'm
It's
supporting
bad
mom and
food.
pop.
I like a mom and
It's
pop.
true.
Listen, we were on a brewery tour. I will support tiny breweries. Hey,
Sweet
if
little babies.
I'll go into a bar. I'll
That's
buy
us
a
sucking your
craft or
tits.
two. But if I'm gonna drink a lot of for
Burst.
today, which you know I do,
If
I
I'm
gotta
going to
have
crush
a course.
40 to 50 beers,
If I would need to drive after drinking all day long, I'm gonna have course.
if me and
okay?
Peggy are going to get borderline blackout drunk and then drive 2 hours to the next hotel, that's what we'll do.
We
didn't-
never do
we
that.
didn't do that.
We didn't
but
do
I'm just
it.
saying, if
It
I had
could.
wanted to, if I had wanted to do meth on accident, I could have. Hypothetically, if I wanted to, but I
Did
didn't.
you really think you?
I
were
didn't
like,
stay up
Oh.
till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
And I was sleeping like a little precious baby.
We have
Maybe
shit-
that's why we fought when we fought. It like was the end of you, like you knew I was coming in from like you were talking to
Oh, I was
your
talking to
girl,
the
and I
girl.
was talking to Snowbird.
And I was like in a
come
perfectly
in,
good
I was
mood.
like,
Hung up the phone. and was
everybody's happy. I'm like,
we had
I'm
a
gonna
great
get
show.
face mask.
I'm gonna start some shit.
And I'm
Where
like,
were
maybe we were at that place the next day that had the belly
Missouri?
guy. That was right before Illinois. So it was right before the woman got engaged.
Oh, it was Gypsy Run.
Yes.
That brewery was fun.
Yeah.
We did
Gypsy Run.
The room was basically this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 13 people, but it was fucking
Right.
great because it was so small. Thank
Yeah,
God.
that's a lot. That's
But,
awful.
And it was the only place we didn't get a sticker, which is upsetting. So Gypsy Run.
Suck our dicks.
Yeah, we
And
love
by
it.
suck our dicks, I mean send us a sticker.
I became best friends with the little girl that was there. The guy who owns its daughter was there.
Yeah.
So we were.
He was like, she can watch the show. I'm like, sure can't.
And then
Not a good idea. Just letting you know.
Not at all.
I'm doing Puppy
Hell
Patrol
no,
or
yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Hell no.
Those jokes. What was the weirdest? Let's go weirdest venue and then weirdest show. Was because you had said
Weirdest
some of the
venue
not
was-
the brewery, but the you said what some of the winery were kind of strange.
Weirdest venue was Pittsburgh. The best. It was the coolest bar, but the room we did it in was
Yeah.
a fucking
And the crowd was
30-foot
great, but
ceiling.
yeah, it was
like
I get
80,
that's what I'm
cafeteria.
asking.
80
Yeah.
people in the like
high
an
ceiling and
auditorium.
everything?
How many people? It was like 70 people or whatever.
Like 70 to 80, like something
Okay.
like that. And but the ceilings were super high. They were like long cafeteria tables. But it ended up being, it was probably our first. We both had really good shows. That's where the bat came in.
Yeah, the bat
out of
flew
nowhere.
Because people were yelling. I thought somebody fell or something. Like a
Right.
drunk person fell over.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And then more people. And then I realized a bat. And I was like, oh, cool.
And that was great.
Yeah.
And then
That was one we didn't film.
yeah, we didn't
That
film
one,
that,
but-
which
no,
is
yeah,
crazy.
That was good.
But it was the weirdest room. But we had that was in Pittsburgh.
That was a fun
That
one.
was really fun.
That was the guy doing his D's nuts jokes after the show. Remember the bartender?
Oh god.
He was like, dude, I've been wanting to do stand up. And just a solid 7 minutes of
Yeah.
D's nuts jokes and how to lead into D's. He's like, I would just do a
Wonderful.
lot of jokes that ended in D.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd be like, do what? I'm like,
Great.
thank you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're
Thank
gonna
you, sir.
leave
My
now.
Instagram is
Yeah.
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 Like, sorry, we like to end our jokes with shucker dicks. Not
But,
these nuts.
That's
no,
always
Pittsburgh.
fun.
Yeah, that room was. Where else was weird?
Well, Gypsy Run, at first we got there, we're like, oh, it's intimate, whatever. But it ended up being really cool, and the crowd was cool, and it was like
They
very
were like,
intimate.
yeah, they were
No,
fun.
this
Thank
could be
God.
fun.
That was
the-
another
the-
gun guy. That was where the gun. That was
Oh,
he was the
yeah.
worst gun guy.
Yeah.
I got a solid talking in from that fucking guy.
Yeah.
It's like, whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what he
yeah,
said
he-
Was
exactly.
he an explainer or an advocate?
Oh, I mean, both.
Just both.
Yeah, it was just.
He was also kind of, I think at one
I
point he
could
was
just
like,
blaze over.
he like hit my back and was like, I really think if you keep doing it,
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I really
you'll
think
be
you should
able
keep it
to.
up.
A lot of people would do that at the end, like
One day you'll be able to buy a Hyundai.
it would be like a group of 8 people who so Kentucky was really fun outside Cincinnati. We had like all these fun people stay and hang out. and wanna
Oh
keep hanging
yeah,
out
they
with
were
us.
fun.
And like actually, I went to go to like the bathroom. I went somewhere and they were like, "Why are you hanging out with those nerds?
Oh yeah,
Hang out
people
with us."
would like come over and be like, "Why are you hanging out with them?"
Right.
Like weird. Like we've been hanging out, waiting to hang
And
out.
we're like, "Okay,
Stop
we don't
hanging out
care."
with them.
You want to hang out with
But,
cool kids?
Yeah, there was that was the guy
That's
who was
fun.
like, "You guys are the funniest comedians I've ever seen live."
Yeah.
And then
And
2
then-
minutes later, he's like, "I haven't been out of the house since."
In 11 years, he's a single
No.
father, and his son
He's
is
like,
11.
"I haven't been out."
Oh
We're like,
wow.
"Get rid of the kid."
Yeah.
What? Babysitter, bro.
Yeah.
11 years.
Last thing I saw was Eddie Murphy's Raw.
And
It
you're like,
was
"Okay."
great.
Hell.
Okay.
Where else was we? I don't know.
You guys were as good as him.
I mean, there was fucking. I don't know.
Kentucky was the second to last show. Tennessee ended up being fun. I had but there was
that
like
was
it was
about- yeah.
it was
Military dudes.
yeah. There was just like a
It
lot.
could be rowdy.
Yeah.
That was fun.
No, that was fun.
It was fine.
That's good.
Well, they were rowdy, and
Yeah.
it actually kind of like sucked for Ryan because he couldn't really like because they were
Get 'em
sitting in the
rhythm
front
going,
row.
yeah.
They couldn't. He couldn't like.
Couldn't-
But
What's
I
your
could
show,
go
like-
up there and be like, "Shut the fuck up,"
Yeah.
which is so funny. That's the thing. I'm the kind of
It all
person that
flipped that
like
way.
if someone's gonna heckle him
Right.
and they're like trying to be a tough guy,
And I mean,
can,
it's gonna ruin.
it's gonna
the
ruin
whole,
it. Where I can go
Yeah.
up and be like, "Shut the fuck up," and then the audience like likes it.
Right.
Whereas if I go hard on a heckler in an own way, it could be
Right.
like, "What
Take
is
it
this
easy."
fucking little cunt
Yeah.
think she
Yeah,
is?"
yeah.
Like,
What's this buttery cunt think
Yeah.
she's doing?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, that can't be a part of.
No.
Okay, I have allowed shallow pussy, but I am not allowing buttery pussy to continue.
I never gets to do anything. Fucking white men don't get a fair shake.
A lot of
Especially
comics have
tall
been
ones.
talking about this.
It's fucked.
We really have
I
a
hope I
rough
got
time about
bald
it.
or something. That was. We had a comedian.
I do too. I want you to go Sably.
This is the meanest thing she's ever said.
I'm just
Where
kidding.
did we? Wait, after what show was it? That was Missouri. He was like, dude,
It was the last show.
Yeah,
And-
yeah,
that because that was Missouri
you
was
gotta
always like right by
realize-
Ozark. So that
Oh,
bar was
okay.
called. No, that place was called
Great Escape.
Great Escape. Loved them.
Loved
they were
that
great.
place.
The
They were
owner, I would
awesome.
say that owner
He
and
was the
Crooked
cool-
Run.
they
They
were
were
the
like the
coolest too.
coolest owners.
And
Like,
everybody
they
was
loved
cool.
it.
The guy in fucking Cobb did. Nebraska bought us fucking. He paid for all of our food.
Yeah. Oh,
we
super
ordered food. He
great.
paid. Everybody was. There wasn't
There
anybody
was
that
no
was
shitty.
bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
But like this guy was like super. Like we all hung out
was the
there
fucking
afterwards.
man,
That's
yeah.
the night that we went to the stepfather's bar because all the there was
These
a
college. There was like a group of like 5 or 6 college kids, and they were
Nice.
like, "Come out with us after." And we were like, "Yeah." And then
because
like
we
an
actually
hour
had
later,
a place that was close, so we
Yeah.
were like, yeah, we don't have to drive.
and the girl called, and she's like, "Oh, we're outside," and we got him. We went to what was it, Stepchild's Lounge?
Stepchild's Lounge.
But wait, what?
Okay, well that night, so
Oh,
this
that was
guy
when he's
comes
like-
in by himself. This guy comes long ZZ Top beard, but he's young. Younger. He
probably
comes
40
in.
or 40.
He's like, I'm just coming in for a beer. I'm like, that's totally fine. The show starts like 7 or whatever. Like, because we would let people do that because we get it. They're breweries. So it's like,
Yeah.
if it was, especially like shows like that where it's like a Sunday or Saturday where like they're breweries that close at 8. So there's people who actually go in there, just have 1 or 2. And so our show
Nerds,
would start.
we call 'em.
Yeah. So we would have, but our shows would start after that. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, as soon as the breweries close, quote unquote, you can either,
Pay or
stay.
leave, yeah.
So he eventually is like, I'm going to stay. So he sat in the back, like right where I was the whole time. And these 2
They're
drunk girls.
making out the whole time.
No. I wish. No, I don't. That beer was weird.
Man,
There
I
were
wish.
fucking secrets in that beer that I don't want to know about. I'm
He
sorry.
straightened it for sure.
Oh my God.
But, you know, dude, I'm like that.
It wasn't a Z. It was a hipster modern ZZ Top.
and he
where
had
it's just like-
shaved arms.
no.
Yeah.
I did not notice
Remember,
that.
he followed me on Instagram and I showed you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
Shit.
Also, that's been a big move. The guys that hit on me the most follow Ryan and not me. And I'm like, okay, guys, this is the weirdest version of negging I've ever seen in my life.
Well, don't you just think that that's because then? Well, no, I don't know. I don't know. That's probably guys.
Well, also then I
overthinking
found out
bullshit.
later that I didn't know what you did later. So this guy was like talking to me,
just
but he like
kept
kept
fucking-
talking to me about stuff.
Yeah,
and he was,
he's like, I watch a lot of comedy.
yeah, he kept kind of doing that
One
stuff.
of those dudes.
Yeah, and he kept being like, "You're kind of good," and I was like, "I'm talking to the girls that are dancing. Like, I don't want to fucking
Yeah.
be like whatever." So he actually said to Ryan, like, "You know who I like? Annie Letterman." And Ryan's
like,
like,
"Oh."
"That's Peggy's best friend."
Yeah.
Like, that's who we hung out in LA with. So he's like, "Oh, you guys are going to that bar or whatever," and we were
No. He overheard. Remember the girls
Yeah.
that we were taught? The one girl worked at the brewery, and then that dude I was fucking with during my set. That's who came over, and he was like, "Oh,
No, I know. I'm
Yeah.
saying he heard and he's like, "Oh, you guys are going to that bar. That's a good dive bar." I'm like, "Cool, great. We're gonna go home, eat a little bit, and then like whatever." So this guy's not a part of that group. That group is who we got numbers by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those guys come pick us up. We get there. So it's like been a good hour and a half after the show. And we get there and
Easily.
he's paying his tab.
And he's like, "I'll stay."
He's like, "Oh, you guys are here. Oh, I'll stay." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And like, so we all start talking and stuff. And then he's just constantly trying to like fuck with me. And I'm like,
Stop.
I don't. And I was already kind of in a weird mood. Like, cause what's his name wasn't.
Bad
Snowbird
texter,
was,
Neil.
Yeah.
But he was also in a blackout.
She got up to get a beer, and I was like, "Just call it a day, dude. It's just not happening.
Yeah. Have you ever? I mean, I'm
You're
sure.
making it weird.
Yeah.
It's been weird.
Yeah.
You don't know it's
I
weird."
feel like that's when you or anyone, I'm obviously right, but you could have just been like, and thank you, and you're done,
And scene.
and thank you. But you
Well,
don't want to be
But
mean.
I was doing that.
Right, oh, you
Yeah.
were.
Oh, I
It
was
was-
over the top, being
I'm
like,
not- yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not- yeah.
care what you actually just said.
Oh,
And,
wow.
like, the girls would laugh. Like, it was like very much like
They were
everybody
sweet
did.
girl. They were nice.
Those girls were great.
They were
No,
all
what I
nice.
mean is like we were all having conversations,
No,
and then
yeah,
he would
right.
like say
Chime
something
in,
rude to
chime
me,
in
and I'd
with
be like,
something
I
dumb.
don't care. And then I found that. But
Yeah.
What can you do?
what can you do?
That's
Oh, that's
showbiz.
okay. He
Showbiz,
liked
baby.
you. He liked you.
Yeah, that's
He
fine.
was like, yeah,
People
That's
like
good.
me.
yeah. People, you're like,
People
like
will.
you. You're nice.
Mhm.
People will compliment that buttery puss. This is the last episode I'm allowed to talk about. You know how hard it is for me to not say.
I've thought of 3 jokes since. I will
Just
not say
say
them.
it.
No.
It's the buttery.
I don't want to promote. I don't want to.
Can we have a
Neil.
buttery pussy segment?
No.
Neil. Okay. Wait,
All right, guys,
wait. Okay,
what
what would that segment? Let me work this out. What is the buttery pussy segment?
It starts off with Neil playing audio of popcorn popping stovetop, right?
Obviously.
Also, by the
And then
way,
it's
one
like-
night I did get mad, and you were like, "You love popcorn. This is perfect. You bring your own butter to party."
So anyway, the popcorn theme starts, and I come in like, okay, and then I read off. I pick my top 3 buttery pussy jokes.
Yeah.
I think
So
it's
people
fun.
send us in buttery pussy jokes.
Mostly me. I'll make up names.
Yeah, but also,
Yeah.
I'll allow that. 3 buttery pussy jokes
An episode.
an episode. So if you accidentally slip one in during the episode,
I get hit with a belt 4
popcorn,
times.
a popcorn sound has to go off, and then we're like, well, one's down. You only get 2 more. Wait, can you look up that song? It's a 70s song called the Popcorn Song.
Hoping this wouldn't happen.
God, here we go.
Okay,
No,
fine. I don't think we can
Internet's-
listen to it. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway,
We'll probably get pulled on.
we had great dumplings.
So-
all kinds. Right.
I could not get enough.
Yeah. Right to food. Right to food.
couldn't-
Yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of butter,
I already
right?
talked about anal.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
You didn't really
You didn't
talk
talk
about
it
it
at all. You
See, I
you
think
were
that's
adjacent.
what she's saying.
Yeah.
She's saying
Oh.
like, how did you?
Want
How
me to
does that?
describe her
Okay,
asshole?
time out. No. Okay, but we've talked about this. Like we've talked about doing something that is
Oh,
maybe
how do you get
fringe.
that going?
How do you get that going? Is it happening? Okay, go.
So, what you want to do is get yourself a set of butt plugs.
Okay, no. You see, you always is. I'm saying, how
No,
do
but
you
you-
broach the conversation?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he did.
If you'd let me get there.
Yeah.
You always ruin it. When I get right to my dick and an asshole.
Sorry, I'm just listening to my bitter churn. Okay, okay, sorry.
But your mama turns
It
her
never
own.
works when I do them.
We have to have a
Butter's almost ready.
Turn it, baby. Turn it. There, you just leave a
Every 10 minutes you go, butter's almost ready until the segment.
the whole podcast. You're like, just fast forward.
Neil, you're not allowed to talk anymore unless you come in with butter's almost ready. Okay, girls, so you guys got to go back to that. You have to come in. That's your new thing. Yeah.
All right.
Fuck.
You're in Jemima Chimabo. Yes, I hate myself.
Going right back to the beer. Unless she came up to the mic and then went right
Yeah.
back over here. I will be over there.
I feel like my face isn't getting that red.
no, I think you're. I think the chords is. You're adapting.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
So, yeah, you fucking.
That's a good approach.
You get a butt plug.
Yeah.
You leave it on the dresser.
Come from the side, like a toy side. Come from like it's a thing.
She
you
actually
can use,
said,
maybe.
she's like,
Aren't you nervous,
do
though,
you-
when that's happening? Okay. All right.
What?
Listen. Now,
am I nervous?
you always have the caveat that you are Ryan Foster, who looks like that and also is just an aggressive human. By the way, he learned that fully because I always tell him he manhandles everything. He's always like, shut up. No, I don't. And then a couple things broke on the trip or like everything was just, and so you're like, I do manhandle it. So you have a very certain alpha way of doing that. Now, let's say you are not so alpha. Or let's say you're a woman in the relationship. If you're a woman in the relationship with a butt plug on the dresser, that's a fucking red fucking flag to a dude. Like, what the fuck is this doing here?
Oh, if you're a girl with a butt plug,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Or if you're a
let's
dude,
get it cracking with that butt plug.
you have to think beyond
Oh, if I'm
you,
not like
psycho
that.
face.
Why would I think about anyone but myself?
that's kinda
Neil?
crazy.
It's a podcast. It's about. This original idea was we were supposed to give advice to people.
I don't know what we've ever helped anyone else with.
All right, so
We'd
you
help
start,
them get sober because like I don't want to turn out to be them.
start off with some spit, pinky ring.
Nice.
No.
Classic.
Yeah, just get I don't know. Well, with me and her, I just had butt plugs.
I
That
think
was
we.
out.
Yeah. You're talking
And
about
she's like-
curiosity.
And she's like, I thought you were just going to keep inching that closer to the edge of the
But-
dresser
right.
until bang.
Had she ever done anal?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
you didn't talk about it.
I just assumed. I don't know.
But
Yeah,
I think
she definitely did.
I think turning it into a gift in that way could be something if you're a newer couple, a
definitely
way
did.
to approach it.
Yeah.
I think that's
And
smart.
they come in a
'Cause you're like-
range. You can get a
Right.
set of like 6, and they start off with like a little. It's like a fucking pinky with a with a knuckle on it.
You stretch it.
Yay.
It's like those weird earrings.
Yeah.
gauge
It's like a gauge.
It's a gauge for your.
You get her
anal
to
plug.
send you
For your
funny,
anal
fun videos of her at work walking around. You know what I mean? Boop, boop, boop.
She
Good
got a little
times.
tail out. Yeah, it's fun.
She wears it at work.
Not her. No.
No. Those
I'm
are the
saying,
other-
would have you?
Oh, so you have to like, okay.
Yeah, I love
All right, wait, okay. Listen, okay, let's talk about
Strap in.
All right, Aunt Peg needs to notice, okay?
Just in case she's buying a
wait
set.
a minute. No,
Obviously,
no, I
lube.
can't.
However
I understand.
much lube you think you need more than that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Even if you have a lot of butter.
Unless you
Even if you're churning back
if
there?
you want to use homemade O'Leary butter, then go on.
Yo, listen, if that gets
Yes.
if that gets
Yes.
popular,
We
can
make
we sell?
anal lube.
Can we call it
Yes.
buttery?
Yeah,
Aunt Peg's butter.
Aunt Peg's butter.
Aunt Peg's butter. Woo, mama, we're getting rich off this
I
podcast.
can't believe it's not butter. That's what it should be called. Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
nobody
but no,
knows,
actually,
but in every
I'm
batch
actually
has a
pissed.
little bit of my real. But what? Keep
I've
going.
got a pair of handcuffs I haven't used yet. They've been on the dresser, and every time I get to fucking, I forget to grab them and put them on.
Gotcha.
So you've never used handcuffs with her,
Not with her, no.
Gotcha.
I got a strong hand, so you just.
and she's tiny.
She's tiny-ish, right?
I mean, she's
Every girl
tall.
acts like they're huge. She's like 5'6".
That's funny when that happens.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll
She
crush
thinks
you.
she's
Like, you're
tall?
adorable.
She thinks she's 5'6".
But I mean, but she's like got a little
She's
frame.
small. Yeah, she's tiny.
I mean, she's got a womanly figure. Also, I don't know
Fucking
why
right,
I'm
she is.
talking
Keep
about
talking
this.
about
I
it.
am
Keep
so
talking
sorry.
about
Go, Peggy.
uh,
Butter all over the chair.
Oh, no.
This is why it's been awkward
got
the
a
whole time.
womanly-
I have been
womanly
staring
figure.
at your girlfriend's body.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes when you guys are face to I just in my mind she has tiny wrists. Like I have massive wrists. I feel like.
I feel like every woman does
What am I
it.
talking
I don't
about?
think I've ever even looked at her wrist.
I know.
But that's why you. Okay, yeah.
But-
what was it?
I don't know the
Peggy's turned into a
appeal for me. Yeah, I know, right?
The appeal of what?
I don't know the appeal of cuffs for me, like handcuffs. I don't.
Well, nah, they're fun. Like
they're silly,
it's
but
gotta be like a.
I lose too
Yeah.
many keys personally.
If you don't think I've came and then been staggering around a room for fucking 7 minutes trying to find a set of black cuff keys, you're kidding. Who's
that's half the
who?
fun.
Yeah,
That's
it's just shitty butt cheeks walking around there. Like, I'm sorry, this is crazy.
I just don't. I don't think they have too much. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, do you role play while you usually do them, or is it just kind of like a fun thing you throw on and
No,
then
just throw them
Okay.
bitches on.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because I know that more of like I think of those as like role play things. I don't know
I'm
why.
not a role play guy.
I got you.
Like
No, I get
costume
you.
Up guy.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
that? I don't do any dressing
Well,
up.
I don't see. I wouldn't do like the whole costumes. I would just like I've like
Right.
role played with.
Captured a woman or something. I don't know. Is that not how it works, Peggy?
Well, role playing in
I'm
general is just
I'm out
whatever.
there milking
Right.
the cows.
No, yeah, no, but it's like
you
it's
caught me
like
churning.
for me, it's like okay, I've done it like this when guys are not comfortable dirty talking,
Right.
like won't go into like the way I want. So you have to like give them like I'm
Right.
a very good
Coach.
scene
Director?
painter.
Right.
So if
Okay.
a guy is not good at dirty talk, I
Control
like to. I like to set them. I'll
Okay.
set the environment for them, so then they
She
don't
built
feel
a set
as
in her
weird.
bedroom.
No, that's good.
No, I
Middle
in
school
their
play.
mind. It's just like how I don't like porn. My mind, I can fucking
Right.
okay. What do you? Why? What's a fantasy that you want? All right, let's
Yeah.
create it. And if a guy's not really good at dirty talking, I will. A lot of it will be that, like me
Gotcha.
coaching them into where
Yeah.
we
Good.
are, and then eventually they get in their
Get on board.
place.
I feel you.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Are you a
That's
big
very-
dirty talker?
I think.
I feel like I've been like
nah.
a big dirty talker with some people,
Honestly,
and some people I don't break it out.
I
don't know why.
usually will have no, not. I mean, I will do whatever. I'll do it. Oh, I'm like, all right. So this is a dirty talk scenario.
Spitter?
Cool. But I'm also not
Joker.
Listen to that, you know. No, but it's. I think the first time, I definitely needed a woman to set the I had to have a conversation with her before because it would be too much for me to like. I would never initiate any of that ever. If like
Assume that you can just
I'm
spit
assuming
someone.
like this is more of like R&B music. I'm making sweet love. I think is what I think I'm
Yeah.
trying to do. But if it's
This is a
if she
fucking
initiates,
podcast.
if she initiates anything like that, I'm like, all right, I'm in. Cool, let's do this.
Hell
So choking, whatever you need. I think the first young lady who did like the choking, she was fucking a little bit of an asshole about it because she actively wanted I thought we were just talking about simulating choking, and then she
sure,
wanted
yeah.
the air cut off, and that was like a thing that you shouldn't just
You
stop.
could do a blood choke or a
Yeah.
wind choke.
Did a wind
Two different
choke.
things.
Now,
Yeah.
what is the difference?
Like a blood choke, you squeeze the sides, and that's cutting off blood.
Yeah,
And then if you push down the middle,
you
it's
push down
See,
on the.
oh, maybe I would like the blood. I don't
Yeah.
like that. That
But
to
you
me
also
is
have to
like-
know how
See,
to
that's-
do it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
can't
the
just,
thing.
like,
This is the first time ever that a young lady asked for it, and I just went, the hand on the side, gripped on the side like that. I was like, yeah. And she's like, choke me, you pussy. And then I was like, all right. And I just went, clunk, and then she loved that. So yeah, she was just, but it was kind of strange because then you're all of a sudden you're kind of like, oh, I'm just fucking someone who can't breathe right now, which is, all right, I guess I'm not.
Yeah, how long
and you're
do you
like,
choke?
oh, I'm harder.
How long do you choke?
She taps.
Depends.
Yeah.
As she, if she starts like foaming at the mouth, you're like, okay, too
Yeah,
much.
we gotta back off.
You know.
Well,
You're
that's
such a little liar. You're such a fucking. This is
I
my
counted
favorite thing
Mississippi's.
about.
It
No,
depends.
this is why in your mind we fight a lot. Is because I know everything about him,
Yeah.
and he'll say stuff like that because that's what his persona wants to be. And I'm like, there's no fucking
I'm the
way. You're a
sweetest boy.
mama's boy.
Oh no,
There is
I'm
no
not gonna
way
like
we're friends.
beat the shit out of a chick. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. But you're like,
I might have done that for
clearly,
5 seconds. I'm not even kidding when I was like, that's crazy. Like, I can't,
No.
just
You can't,
just
like,
hearing like,
really
oh, like, I'm
actually-
like, that's not even, because I'm not into it. That's what I mean. In
Nobody
that
actually
world,
likes getting choked.
we never,
like
we never,
no, people do.
Right.
Some girls.
yeah. We've
Pop a
never,
blood vessel.
but we never talked about like beforehand. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part. Is
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know anything about how far I'm supposed to go, and she's just like,
But also
fuck it.
That's what
Let's just
we
do
were all
it.
talking about, spitting in someone's mouth. I forget where we were. And they're like, how do you ask that? I'm like, you don't ask that.
Yeah, there's
It
no
ruins
answer.
it.
Yeah.
You kind of got to go for that and beg for forgiveness. If it doesn't work out.
I've had a weird thing with the spitting in the mouth. I don't know. It's it was hot there for a
Is it
second.
weird that I feel like it's weirder that it goes in the mouth? I don't mind it so much if you
Spit
spit
in the
somewhere
face.
else.
Anywhere else? So it's
Not
God's
even on the
lube.
Oh, we
face.
spit on the puss. People love
Yeah,
that.
that's-
Well, that
that's the
obviously
norm.
that's a very different thing. But-
Butthole. Toes.
Okay.
Elbow.
Remember, it's
Why an elbow?
it's a bad lubricant.
Huh.
You have to remember that. Like
Oh,
for butthole
terrible.
stuff, bad lubricant.
Oh,
Don't
terrible.
ever. It doesn't help
No
anything.
butthole
Please get lube
lubricant.
as
Please
a
get
PSA.
Aunt Peg's buttery.
Yes,
Yeah.
buttery and
Lay a
pigs.
tarp down
Honestly,
with old
we
pig.
gotta get the attention of like Adam and Eve, and they become sponsors,
That's what I
and
was
they
thinking.
start making us
'Cause
Aunt
butter.
Peg's butter.
You did give great advice. I think a toy is the way. If you were trying to,
Oh, it's the move.
that doesn't mean. I think a toy is a great
For
way,
sure.
and it's just out, and you have to have the courage to just be like, I think we should do this. I think we should maybe try it if you want to. If you're
Be
not
ready
into
for
it.
some shit.
If that's what I guess I mean when I say like you have this persona. It's like I know you're not like
Oh, yeah,
you're not the
fucking
kind of
like a
dude who's like,
rapey,
oh, can I
yeah.
fuck you in the ass? It's like the amount of dudes that have ever said that to me where I'm
Say,
like, I like
please.
turn around and I'm like, seriously, dude,
Yeah, that's
fuck you.
crazy.
Like nobody just has casual fucking.
Yeah.
Actually, Lisa Traeger has that great joke.
About just spontaneous.
Yeah,
fuck
she
me
has
in
a
the
whole
ass.
joke about it. She's
Yeah.
like, there's a reason why, like, when you follow porn stars, they don't, whatever. I'm not going to butcher her joke, but she has a great joke about, like, you don't have spontaneous, like, casual butt. Like,
Yeah.
it's a preparation.
No,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
You're not going out to steak dinner and then coming
but
home
I
and-
think that's the thing that I think that a lot of guys, again, it's like that level of guys don't want to be like, well, I don't want to think I thought about it. Or
Well,
like,
you should.
right.
Yeah.
I'm saying it like if you're younger and you want to have anal with your girlfriend, you should probably say to her like, there's actually steps.
Let her fuck your ass first.
It's
Smart move.
different kind of pegging.
Piggy. Get it?
I don't. No, I
No,
probably
yeah.
want to do it.
You said you.
Yeah.
I could definitely see you just
absolutely.
manhandling somebody. That'd be
See, that's the thing.
hilarious.
I'm not. That's.
I
I think that's
know.
why it sucks that like. I mean, I think maybe with like a certain person who like.
Right.
But no, I like to be manhandled.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that would be a
I
flip
am-
because
can
then
we take that out?
She's turning. She's turning.
we're gonna pull that. That's gonna be my
Tag
ringtone.
I like to get manhandled.
Is that Peggy just saying she wants to be manhandled? Yeah, that's
Jot
what I'm
that
into.
down. Yeah. No.
No, but that makes sense because that would be a flip for you. That would be because then you're talking in like sub dom territory. If you're like, I'm not saying lightly. I'm talking about like all of a sudden if you're like, oh, I'm kind of dominating this guy, and if you're not into that, you're like, I'm kind of turned off. This isn't,
Don't
this isn't
put her in
working
a
for
dog
me.
cage or anything.
No. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I think I'm more open to things than like people like assume, but I also don't think that I think that people assume that I am a dominant person in the bedroom, and I am definitely sub. If I'm gonna have to be
It's
in a
not my cup of
category,
tea.
Listen, I don't like to have a political side.
Sure.
I don't like to fucking say shit. I'm not gonna say if I'm dumb.
Dumb.
I am dumb. I'm obviously
Oh,
dumb.
Dumb as shit.
But
Everybody.
I don't know. But I'm definitely leaning sub.
Sub-leaning.
I'm sub leaning.
Yeah.
I'm cisgendered sub leaning.
You're sub leading.
Oh man,
No,
where are we
support
at
that.
time wise?
Yeah, we're right there.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
We're right there.
I know because I got to get
Yeah,
to my
what the
show.
fuck?
Yeah, you gotta get.
Guys, this was fun. I'm glad we got a good catch up.
This is a good catch up.
Catch up.
It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, good shit.
And we're going to try to be more
back.
regular. We'll be back to Thursdays.
we'll be
this
back.
might come out, though. If this came out early, we'll try to get a fast one back up.
Yeah.
So just if you're still listening at this point,
Suck
just so
our
you know,
dicks.
we're going to...
And fuck your girlfriend in the ass, everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, and
Or
your
boyfriend.
girl, her favorite thing I've ever said on the podcast was slap a sticker on it and fuck her.
Come on in.
And come on in. And at that point, I did not know she was down to Christian fuck.
Get
you know?
it fuck.
I call it anal
She's
Christian
a fun
fucking.
one.
Yeah.
She's fun.
There was that thing.
Well, Neil,
Well- yeah, go ahead.
Neil, this is the last time we're going to be in this studio, right?
Yes, this will be the last time we're in the studio.
Let's all fuck.
Yeah.
You're a horny little
I'm
dog.
too
over there.
sad.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to fuck the shit out of
Fuck
someone
your-
tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm going to...
I'm gonna.
Hey!
Just turned into
Somebody make some
Listen,
popcorn and don't put any
you-
butter on
80s
it.
pimp comic. She's like,
baby.
yeah.
Mama was in a cage for a month because some fucking piece of shit bird made me sit in it.
I thought you were
and
gonna-
I'm coming down, baby.
I'm coming. That's
Come
when that
on,
kicks
man.
in.
I want the
know
dicks
what
to
you
know I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
suck 'em good. I'm very good at making
At Lovable Monsters on everything.
I knew it
At
was gonna
Lovable
peter
Monsters
out.
on everything. Yeah. Check out the shows that are coming up.
Yeah, suck our dicks.
our
Just
live
check
shows
us
in
out.
January are going to be the
9th and the 23rd.
the 9th and the 23rd because we didn't want to do one on the 2nd. We love you guys. Neil, we love you.
of
Thanks
course, I
for
love you
letting
too,
us be
guys.
on your
Love you,
network.
buddy.
Oh, of course.
Hey, I love you.
Love you.
You're the best partner.
Why did we?
I don't-
fist
I-
bump?
I-
I don't know why. I did
What am I,
that.
my
'Cause
dad?
You were pointing. I was like, okay.
Because I was going to do like,
I thought we were
pew, pew.
finger looking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Why don't I finger?
Put up the okay and finger me.
Let me fuck you. This is the
Nice.
first time we ever hit 6.
Give me double fingers, mama. Come on, butter.
I'm
Put
on,
some
dude.
butter on that. All right, she's
All right,
fisting me.
6, wait, I...
This has been a DropTent Media production.